Hey guys, Flip Otaku, and today I'm reviewing my first ever animated movie, and that is Perfect Blue. I decided to kick off my anime review series with a classic, and luckily this classic just got re-released on Blu-ray last month. So if you saw my haul, you saw me pick it up, and my wife and I recently, in the last couple weeks, sat down and watched it one night, and were completely engrossed the entire time. Now, if you don't know what Perfect Blue is, let's get some basics out of the way here for you. So, Perfect Blue is directed by the late Satoshi Kon. It is written by Sadayuki Mirai, and it's based upon a novel called Perfect Blue Complete Metamorphosis, I believe, and it's written by Yoshikaza Takeuchi. I'm looking at my cliff notes down here. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. It was released at Fantasia Fest in '97 around July, and it was eventually released in February '98 over in Japan. And sometime around 2000, I believe, it came to the US. But what is Perfect Blue? What is it about? And should you watch it? So, Perfect Blue is about Mima, who is our main character in this film, and she is in a Japanese pop idol group. Now, the life of a Japanese pop idol is shown here, and it seems very stressful, and it seems like just a terrible time. You have people speaking for you, your voice is never getting heard, you seem like you're always on a very, very tight schedule where every decision for every day of the week is perfectly laid out for you. And I can see how it takes a toll on someone. So Mima decides to leave the group and join the acting business. So she starts doing films, and of course she's met with backlash from fans. Fans are like, "Please go back to music. Don't do movies." And she's getting little small roles here and there, and eventually she starts getting more roles. But the roles that she's getting, she has to start being more suggestive in her scenes. And it seems like she has two managers. She has a male and a female manager, and the male manager is really pushing for these scenes to like go through. And the female manager is like, "What about her? What does she want?" And Mima seems kind of just indifferent. She seems like she's just kind of floating on through life, and so she starts doing these scenes. And as the scenes ramp up, and lewdness, she starts things start happening. People are dying. People are getting hurt. And what Satoshi Kon and so when before watching this movie, I was reading reviews, and people are hyping up Satoshi Kon, and he's a phenomenal director, and his directing here is top notch. But I think the script that he was working with is also top notch, and Sakayuchi Mirai doesn't get enough love or praise. His script is amazing, and the way it's written is, the characters, it all feels so natural. None of it feels like you're watching an anime movie. It feels like you're watching, it could be a normal, CSI or something like that, but with better writing. Which actually surprises me that this hasn't been adapted in any live action format at all. I would love to see like an HBO like miniseries of this, or even like a Hollywood movie. This could be such a huge movie, I think, because it's so well grounded in reality already. I think that's what makes it so good as a film, is that you can hand this to anybody. You can be like, "Hey, do you like psychological movies?" And if even if they hate animated movies, they're gonna walk away being pretty engrossed by this. My wife is not an anime hater, but she is still pretty new to anime. I make her watch stuff, like My Hero Academia. We just watched the My Hero Academia movie, and she wasn't as into that as she was this. But so as the stalking progresses, Mima starts going crazy, and Satoshi Kon, the way he directed this, you start to go crazy with her. And I don't want to say how. I don't want to really spoil any plot details, because this film deserves a blind viewing. Do not go in and read reviews that are in depth. Just take my word for it. This is one of the best anime movies of all time. And it holds up still. '97 is a long time. It's actually the year my wife was born. So I'm almost 6 years older than my wife, so I'm a little bit older. I'm not an old man yet. But Madhouse is such a good studio that even their older work holds up so well now. And Perfect Blue has a visual style. And the visual style, I don't know how to word this because I was trying to find a way to word this whenever I was thinking when I was thinking about doing this review, is that the palette, the lighting, the colors, the atmosphere, everything just comes together, and when you're watching it, you kind of forget you're watching an animated movie. It feels so human and it feels so real. Even though the twist at the end does kind of break that immersion a little bit, it's still a really good twist and it doesn't ruin the film at all. But the first three-fourths of the movie, I was I was like, man, this feels so human. This feels so absolutely real. And Mima is such an interesting character because you feel sorry for her and you want her to do good, but you really don't know what Mima truly wants until a certain part in the film. But I don't want to spoil too much because this is it's a very short movie. There's a lot of details and there's a lot of things that I could say that would just, spoil so much of it. I recommend you go watching this. Go pick it up. The Blu-ray is, luckily it's not a $60 collector's version. There's no $100. It's $20. It's definitely worth picking up. It's definitely worth having on your shelf. G-Kids did a really good job. The Blu-ray looks phenomenal. The sound, everything's perfect. It's really the perfect Blu-ray release in my personal opinion because, like for instance, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure release, even though that's something different, so many anime Blu-rays throw in so much garbage that I don't want, that I don't care about. But this just has the movie, I believe also a DVD. Yep, so it comes with a Blu-ray and DVD. It's $20. It's definitely worth it. I hope we start getting more Satoshi Kon films in Blu-ray because all I have, I think, is Paprika and this. And I would love to have his whole catalog. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Have you seen Perfect Blue? What's your favorite Satoshi Kon film? And let me know what you think. I will be seeing you guys next time.